Title: Chiben Wakayama's costly mistakes overshadow early effort, a heartbreaking loss after 5-inning battle. Wakayama, Japan. It was a summer afternoon charged with hope, tension, and the unmistakable electricity that only Koshien baseball can bring. As Chiben Wakayama High School took to the field, thousands of loyal fans, alumni, and young aspiring players watched with bated breath. But what began as a tight and hopeful contest slowly turned into a cautionary tale of missed opportunities, defensive lapses, and the cruel unpredictability of high school baseball. After holding their ground until the 5th inning, Chiben Wakayama gave up 3 decisive runs, 2 of which stemmed from avoidable errors, and could only muster a single run from 7 base hits. The result: a heartbreaking defeat that ended their dreams for this year's summer tournament. A promising start clouded by shadows. From the first pitch, Chiben Wakayama's players seemed ready. The ace pitcher, donning the iconic red-lettered uniform, struck out 2 of the first 3 batters, showing precision and poise. The infield defense, tight and responsive, snapped up grounders and made clean throws. Offensively, their first 2 innings weren't explosive, but they were consistent: singles here, a walk there, a stolen base to keep the pressure on. The rhythm felt right. But baseball, especially in the high-pressure crucible of the summer Koshien, is never just about rhythm. It's about timing, execution, and minimizing errors when the heat turns up. A game of inches and errors. The game remained a pitcher's duel through 4 innings. Both sides were managing base runners, but neither could land the big blow. Then came the 5th inning, a chapter Chiben Wakayama will replay in their minds over and over. It started with a seemingly routine ground ball to third. But a rushed throw to first bounced wide, putting the leadoff batter on base. The error cracked open the door. A bunt attempt followed, intended merely to advance the runner, but a miscommunication between pitcher and catcher led to a bobble, no outs, runners on first and second. The pressure mounted, and under pressure, mistakes compound. The next batter connected solidly with a fastball left too high in the zone, sending a double down the left field line. 2 runs scored. A single after that brought in a third. Just like that, the scoreboard turned, 3-0, the opponent ahead. 3 runs in a single inning, all catalyzed by missteps that betrayed the otherwise solid performance of Chiben Wakayama. 7 hits, 1 run, the offense that couldn't convert. While the defensive errors in the 5th inning were glaring, the offensive struggles were equally haunting. Chiben Wakayama racked up 7 hits, more than their opponents managed overall. But time and time again, those hits came with 2 outs and no runners in scoring position. Or worse, they came in moments when the team couldn't capitalize. The bottom of the 6th saw a flicker of hope. After a single and a walk, the cleanup hitter sent a line drive to center, scoring 1. Fans erupted, hoping it would spark a rally. But the next 2 batters grounded out, stranding the runners. 7 hits and only 1 run, that's a statistic that tells a deeper story, said coach Masaki Nishimura after the game. It tells of missed timing, of not executing when the pressure is on. We had the tools, but the spark didn't catch fire. Emotion in the dugout. As the final out was recorded and the game slipped away, the camera captured an emotional dugout. Some players sat in stunned silence, staring out onto the field where their summer dreams had ended. Others covered their faces, fighting back tears that eventually flowed freely. Captain Ryosuke Tanaka, a third year who played his final high school game, spoke through tears in the post-game interview. We worked so hard for this. We believed. We fought hard. But in the end, we didn't do enough. That 5th inning will haunt us. But I'm proud of my teammates. We played with heart. His voice broke, but his words resonated with every fan watching, especially those who had followed this team's journey since the spring. Analyzing the turning point. Looking at the game analytically, the 5th inning will be remembered as the turning point. But it wasn't just about physical errors, it was about mental toughness. Chiben Wakayama had the tools, but not the clutch performance. Analyst Junichi Morita, a former Koshien standout turned commentator, remarked. This is what Koshien teaches young athletes, how thin the margin is between victory and defeat. Wakayama had control, momentum, even slightly better hitting numbers. But the team that minimized mistakes won. That's baseball. The weight of expectations. Chiben Wakayama is no stranger to pressure. A school with a proud baseball history, their legacy in the Koshien tournament goes back decades. Every year, expectations run high, not just from the school, but from fans across Wakayama Prefecture. This year's squad was considered a balanced team, not reliant on a single star, but rather on team cohesion, defensive sharpness, and timely hitting. Ironically, it was the breakdown in those exact strengths that led to their defeat. "They weren't flashy," said one longtime fan outside the stadium, waving the team's flag. "But they played like a team. That's why this loss hurts even more. They deserved better. Lessons in defeat. Despite the loss, there's a sense that this game will leave a deep imprint on these young athletes, not just as a painful memory but as a critical experience in their growth." Coach Nishimura emphasized this in his final huddle with the players. "Today wasn't the result we wanted. But what you showed, your fight, your unity, matters. Baseball will end for some of you here. But what you take from this field will last the rest of your lives." And indeed, that is the often unspoken legacy of high school baseball in Japan. For every team that hoists the trophy at Koshien, there are dozens who walk away in tears, but those tears are seeds. Seeds of growth, maturity, and deeper understanding. Looking ahead, for the younger players on the team, particularly the first and second years, this defeat will light a fire. Already, murmurs in the post-game chatter hinted at redemption. "We'll come back stronger," said second-year shortstop Kei Sakamoto. "This loss hurt, but it taught us what it takes. Next year, it's our turn." The coaching staff has already noted the potential in next year's roster. With 4 starters returning and a promising crop from the junior squad, hopes remain high that Chiben Wakayama can rebound, and soon. Conclusion. A defeat etched in memory. The final score will fade in time. The exact play-by-play will blur in memory. But for the players, coaches, and fans of Chiben Wakayama, this game will remain etched in their hearts. Not as a failure, but as a turning point, a story of youthful effort, of the cruel beauty of sport, and of what it means to stand together in the face of adversity. As the team bus rolled away from the stadium under the setting summer sun, fans lined the street and clapped, not in mock consolation but in genuine appreciation. For effort, for heart, for the journey, and that, perhaps, is what makes Koshien baseball more than just a tournament. It's a mirror of life, where sometimes, despite your best efforts, things go wrong. But how you respond, how you remember, and how you move forward, that's where the real story begins.